Oh God, that coffee's scalding hot. But anyways, welcome back to the video. Thought I'd do a stupid intro and burn my mouth on a cup of coffee. I was trying to make a stupid noise when I drink, but it didn't work out. It was way hotter than I thought it was. But anyways, I'm looking for clay today in my Minecraft world here, uh, and I can't find any. I've been searching the whole area. I found as much as I can, but I need more. I really want to make a really nice brick house, but I got inspired to talk about money today. I feel like we don't talk about money a lot on this channel. Uh, we talk about careers, life improvement, that kind of stuff, but we really don't talk about the money aspect. But the main focus of the video is 100K income. I feel it's a term you hear tossed around a lot. Whenever you're talking about career, say you're in high school, you're talking about, uh, this job makes 100K, or what job's going to make 100K, or this or that. It's always it's just a term that I think everybody uses. I don't want to say a term. It's just, that's just, I think as a society, at least in America, I can't speak for other countries, especially because their money is a little bit different than ours, as in like the value. So it might be a different amount, X amount, but at least in America, it's crazy though with inflation though. You still hear that term. Even like 15 years ago, that was like, oh, you got to make not you have to, but if you make 100K, you're set. But you still hear it today too. It's crazy. You think it'd be like, oh, you got to make 200K and you're set, but still, you hear that tossed around as much. But anyways, when I was growing up and looking for a job or what I wanted to do, that was always told to me, like, hey, find a job that you like and makes 100K. That's a good amount of money to have where you'll be satisfied and you'll have enough to do what you want to do. And I was like, oh, okay. Never thought twice about it. I was indoctrinated into that thought process. And to be fair, we have to always look at it in an objective way. That is a good amount of money to have. Like, you look at people for the most part that make around that money, more, maybe a little less, but it always seems like, and I'm looking at it from my perspective, like, I hope to one day make that much money. I think I will, but even more, obviously. But I'm thinking, look at my life right now. If I made 100K and I lived similar to how I do now, what would I be able to do? How much would my life improve? I'm not going to lie, it would improve a lot. And money's not the end all be all, but is that clay or is that stone? A really random spot for stone. Oh, it is clay, I think. But anyways, my life would improve. Like, yeah, I would have so much extra money to maybe have a nicer car, or maybe buy a house, or this or that. But um, yeah, it holds true. It definitely holds true. I think my life would drastically improve. But the thing you got to realize too, once you get to that amount of money and you start, splurging on whatever it is, like, you got to really realize like what's important, what you still don't need, and that, because you'll never have enough money. But I think if you're smart and you humble yourself, then you could live your life with any amount of money. That's not saying I'd want to live with less money, because I don't. Because I think if you get to the magical 100K a year number and you don't have any, you're not in debt, you're smart with your money, I think you really can live a pretty good life, financial wise. Doesn't mean everything else is going to be perfect, but we're just talking purely finances here. I think you can live a life where you don't have to worry about bills, you don't have to worry about buying, if you're going to be able to afford groceries. I think and you can definitely do that with a lot. See, now that it's weird. Now that I'm recording, the clay is just, oh, excuse me, popping up all over the place, which I'm fine with. I was struggling earlier this morning with it, but, and it's great. You can do that with a lot less money too. Like, even if you make 50, 40, 70, I'm just throwing random numbers out there. You still definitely can. It's just got to be good with your money. But I think that around the 100K mark, even today with inflation, like you can not have to worry about your bills and still afford like nice stuff. Like you could probably get a nice car, live in a decent home. Uh, and I think that's good. I think that's like a good place to be. Like we obviously want nice stuff, and as long as you don't go over your means, like I think that's a really really good number to be at. Um, and definitely always strive for more, but I think if you can make it to that number, and that's me agreeing with society. People say that for a reason because I think it holds true. That is a pretty good round, solid number to make. I mean, if you really break it down, let's say make 100K a year. What? I can't do quick math in my head, but like 8K, 8K a month, give or take. I mean, you have to pay taxes, but maybe like $5,000 or $6,000 a month after taxes, probably five, depending on where you live. But still, I think if you had $5,000 every month, um, to work with, like what could you do? Uh, maybe that's not right. That's like 60K a year. Like, maybe probably a little bit more. It's probably more like 6,000 a month. But anyways, I don't know. I can't do the quick math in my head. Uh, but even that, like, let's just say you had 6K a year, 6K a month to work with after you pay your taxes. Uh, that's I could think of a lot of ways to save and spend at the same time. Like, say you wanted like a decent car. Well, what's a decent car? Like a nice car. Let's say you like for me personally, like I'm a like whenever buy like my first like major, which I mean I'm gonna do because I don't care if it's a waste of money, but I just want to like a nicer truck. Like okay, yeah, if I was to say that was out like take 6,000. I get there's a lot of other bills, but we're pretending you're debt free. You don't have any bills except ones that you don't just you have to have like let's say you have to pay your rent, phone bill, that kind of just common stuff. Let's say you don't have debt, like no student loans, no credit card, nothing like that. Like yeah, that's a lot. That's a good amount of money. I'd still have a lot left over even after I paid my bills and that kind of stuff. Um, keep in mind though, I am not a financial expert. I'm just shooting off the top of my head what I think. Um, but at the same time, you still probably you're not going to be able to do like go on trips every month and spend all that kind. But you can still afford and live a pretty good life. But let's take it back to like if you made 40,000 a year, like yeah, you're probably not going to be able to afford a 800 or $1,000 a month car payment. Not that I would ever do that. Like I'm not gonna buy. I don't know. I've always been under the impression that buying a brand new car off the lot's probably not. I mean, unless you just have the money to blow, probably not. Like I'm fine with like a couple year old car. Like say right now I bought like a truck or something that was like a 2023, 2022, 10, 20,000 miles on it. You're gonna get it at a heftier discount than if you brought it new, obviously. But that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. Um, but yeah, curious to hear what you guys think about the topic. Making 100K a year. I mean, there's definitely a lot of different ways to do it. Um, I think a lot of us get sold on the scam of certain college degrees are guaranteed to make that much. I think that's diabolical. I think that's insane that people trick people into thinking that like, oh, go to college for this degree and it's guaranteed to make 100. You always hear that with college degrees, though, for real. Like college, certain degrees, you're gonna make if you do this degree at the minimum. That's always at the minimum. You're gonna make 100,000 a year. Crazy though. But I mean, it does. Some of them do stand true though. Like there are some, like especially in the medical field. I mean, it's pretty hard to. I mean, it's such a standard thing. Like you can't really lie about that. I think if they tell you you're gonna make some X amount of dollars in the medical field for a degree, like it's probably true. But the thing with the medical field is though, if you make a certain amount of money, there's probably not a lot of room to go up in the pay. But usually the starting pay of what people say is usually right from what I've objectively seen from other people. But yeah, Get a quick drink real quick here. Yeah, like I said, I'm curious to hear what your guys' thought on the topic is about making 100K, the phrase, the use of the term, the word. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. Welcome to all the new people. The last two videos got a good amount of views with new subscribers, so if you're new, welcome to the channel. We got a Discord. You can join. We have a beta Minecraft server as well with little application section in the Discord you can fill out if you want to get in that and play with us. I'm not on the server now. This is just my personal world here, but we're up to 1,700 subscribers too, so thank you for that. That's great. But yeah, that's really all I can think about to say about it, but pretty entry-level thoughts, I think, on the topic, but I think it's good to always say what's on your mind. This is a weird little area I'm in. I don't like this. It feels like barren. Like there's like nothing here. It's like this river with like weird looking mountains and no trees here and stuff. Got some sheep though. Got the gray sheep. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video on that and quit wasting your time. God bless you all. Join Discord and have a good one.